Hi, I'm Sheldon Clare, President of Canada's National Firearms Association. I thought I'd take a few moments today to talk to you a little bit about what the NFA is and what we do, so that you can get a better understanding of our activities. Well, the National Firearms Association is Canada's oldest and largest firearms rights advocacy group. It is a national organization representing many thousands of firearms owners and users in Canada, with active membership in every Canadian province. We run a professionally, fully staffed office based in Edmonton, Alberta, and have a full-time lobbyist to serve the firearm community needs both at the federal, provincial, and even at the municipal level. I'm hoping you're going to join and contribute to the fight today at nfa.ca. Well, some of the key activities of the NFA may be of interest to you. First of all, we meet regularly with key decision makers such as members of parliament, senators, and political staffers in order to advocate for significant changes to Canadian firearms law and regulation, while also advocating for the defeat of proposed laws that would limit the rights and abilities of firearm owners and users. We have also prepared significant position papers on various legislation affecting firearms owners and users, such as the Association's paper on the Explosives Act. And these documents are generally available at our website at nfa.ca. Another thing we have done is help to defend firearm owners and users in court by providing tactical and strategic advice to people when they run afoul of our complex firearms laws. And at the same time, we also take governments to court when necessary, such as in the funding of the recent case of Parker versus Canada, regarding our court actions to fight the Liberal government's order in council. Our experts provide case law and advice for lawyers to assist clients who have run afoul of these complex firearm laws. Other things we do is to sponsor the sport shooting athletes as part of Team NFA. These are people who are representing our country in international sporting events. We have currently, I believe, 9 athletes that are part of this program. This includes IPSC shooters, biathletes, and long-range rifle shooters. Another thing we do is to represent Canadian firearms owners and users at international conferences. And we are the only Canadian firearms group recognized by the United Nations and given special standing to speak at their sessions regarding civilian firearms as a standalone non-governmental organization. The NFA was the only pro-firearms rights group in the world to speak on behalf of firearm owners and users at the second Conference of Parties to the Arms Trade Treaty held at the United Nations in Geneva. The NFA also directly challenged the Canadian government's presentation, which announced that Canada would be taking steps to sign the Arms Trade Treaty. The NFA continues a strong presence opposing civil disarmament at the United Nations Arms Trade Treaty talks and at their Program of Action on Small Arms and Light Weapons conferences. And we have done so to date, and including providing knowledgeable, capable speakers and well-articulated position papers. We participate as full members in international organizations such as the World Forum on Shooting Activities, or WFSA, and the International Association for the Protection of Civilian Arms Rights, or IAPCAR. We build alliances with like-minded groups throughout Canada and the world with our common goal of eliminating and reducing unnecessary and stupid gun control laws. We assert a vigorous approach in getting our message out and in defending firearms owners and users against those who oppose firearms rights. Our Canadian Firearms Journal contains articles and information from award-winning writers and image producers which are directly relevant to the Canadian situation. Our frequent NFA Talk program has hosted leadership debates and brought key players to the table to keep people informed. Our social media activities are dynamic and well moderated for quality of information. We also fight against both Bill C-71 and Bill C-21, among others, as well as the recent Order in Council bans of May 1st, 2020, of some 1,500 types of various firearms, including many popular sporting firearms, as well as very strongly opposing for bans on other firearms and handguns. We are vigorous in calling for review and repeal of the failed Canadian firearms control system. We promote range safety officer and holster course training for people who need to up their skills. We also provide advice about ranges, range use, construction, and any issues around legal matters affecting ranges. But that's not all. We also offer a highly competitive $5 million liability insurance program for members and clubs who purchase it. We keep members fully informed as to our activities and our financial operations at our annual general meeting. We held this annual general meeting online for the first time in 2020, again online in 2021, and we're looking for mixed mode delivery in 2022 so that we can support people from across Canada attending, as well as have a strong local presence where you can meet and greet with the NFA leadership. I'm Sheldon Clare, President of Canada's National Firearms Association. I hope this few minutes has been helpful in telling you about what we are and what we do. Thank you very much for listening.